Alright, the first thing that we're going to be reacting to is a post about griefing on Spectrum. This is from Petricus 1986, and this is apparently to the employees of RSI. Griefing. To the employees of RSI, everything you do here is great. Your development of the game is progressing well, and it has become more fun to play day by day. But it cannot be that there is no way to report people properly. I want to test a ship that only goes to outposts or other cities on the ground, and I get shot down. There is someone standing on the mountain with his cuttles. He means cutlass. Let's say cuttles. With his cuttles and just waiting for people to arrive that he can shoot down. He watched me the whole time as I flew in and searched the area head first with my nose to the ground. You could see very clearly that I did not want to act on rappel, but was clearly looking for something on the ground. Then I used the tractor beam to pick something up, and it was clearly not an SCU container. The other pilot then destroyed my ship, which had no cargo or item from a mission in it. And he flew very close to me and looked into my cockpit 22 trigger, then he shot me down. I don't think English is this person's first language, or if it is, they're not very good at it. I know that we are in an alpha phase, but it cannot be that people here attack players out of boredom who just want to play. Nobody has anything against pirate gameplay. If he wants to prevent me from acting because he is guarding rappel, then it is okay, but if I can obviously do not attack, ignore him, and do something completely different, then he should leave me alone. Did not even shoot, then something that should please not go unpunished. All these griefers who are now paralyzing the game out of boredom should be taken out of the game for a certain period of time so that they understand that there are rules. What rules? The fuck? What has happened to the principle that you should not take away from other players' freedom and fun in the game out of boredom? The possibility of giving someone a crime stat, spelled CYMEE, because they shot me down with impunity is absolutely pointless because they simply buy the status and carry on with impunity. This is hard to read. Killing other players without justification should be punished more severely and requires a proper report via a menu in the game. There must be enough space in the menu to describe the crime as precisely as possible. Perhaps the report will then save the last 5 to 10 minutes of both players as a gameplay replay in order to see a precise analysis of the behavior of both players in order to recognize what was described in the report in order to make the judgment a little better. Another possibility would be that you can be hunted by other players with a bounty from crime stat 1 onwards, so players are fundamentally prevented from staying in a place after a kill to make further kills until they have the crime stat 3. Kind regards, an annoyed Petricus. And CIG moderation. This post has been moved to feedback by moderation. Wow, I'm surprised this post has been up for so long and no Picard palms. Yeah, like this is somebody that just didn't read into what you can do in this game. He had his PvE tag on. He demonstrated intent that he was not a threat by just staring at the ground. I don't know, how many posts has this person done on Spectrum? It's their only post. Okay. Style, I don't recognize that org tag. The ostrich tactic where they stick their head in the ground. La 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 la, I am not a threat. Yeah, to be honest, I thought there was actually going to be a bit more substance to this, but this is just old mates having a fucking suki la la that he got killed at rappel. It's hard to take these sorts of complaints seriously because I'm looking at this type of person. They saw that there was somebody else there, right? And they just went, oh, well, I'm not a threat to them, so they won't be a threat to me, right? And just go in and do their thing. All right, that's a risk that you're taking. You know, this is all part of that risk assessment thing that we're all supposed to be doing when we're playing this game. You know, space is not safe. There is no 100% safe areas in Star Citizen, and rappel is known for pirate attacks. But maybe this person didn't know. Maybe this person, you know, maybe they are new here. Maybe this person just has this idea about Star Citizen that it's fucking this game that you can play with, surrounded by other people, but everybody leaves each other alone. If you don't want to fight, they won't attack you. I'd just say that CIG's marketing's failed here, but CIG makes it clear that conflict is a part of the game. You know, fighting, combat, all that sort of things. You can be attacked. There's bad guys around. But you've got the commentary is this. They're complaining about somebody shooting them down. Whatever, man. It could have been an AI for all you know, too. And they would have made the same complaints. But this. I did not even shoot them something that can please not go unpunished. Because they didn't shoot at the other player, them getting shot by that player is bad. You know, all these griefers who are now paralyzing the game out of boredom should be taken out of the game for a certain period of time so that they can understand that there are rules. What rules? This is why I actually stopped after reading that and I had to collect my thoughts for a minute. Like, there's no rules that say that we can't shoot other players for no reason. There's no rule saying that at all. Like, there's nothing telling us that we have to do it either. There's nothing telling us that, you know, we can't. Taking them out of the game, for what reason? The behavior isn't going to change. And the other side of this is the game's not ready yet for these types of players. But CIG, and this is where I'd say CIG's marketing is failing, because people to see only what they want to see. So being able to do exploration, cargo hauling, salvaging, mining, those are things that are attractive to a lot of players. Then you've got, you know, all the combat stuff that they show, and the Care Bears, oh no, I don't care about that. So, you know, I'm not going to play that part of the game. I'm only going to focus on my little bit. All I want to do. More power to you, mate. You want to focus on that little bit, that's fine, but you get the whole shebang. You're paying for it all, the entire experience. You're not just paying for your one little bit, you get the whole game. I think that's what a lot of players who think this don't understand. And it's funny because the anti-PvP militant Care Bears to remind us of this. You know, there's more to Star Citizen than combat. Yes, that's right. There is more to Star Citizen than combat, but combat is a part of Star Citizen and you can't hide from it. Killing other players without justification, this point here, I think this point's an interesting thing to talk about. You know, I've been doing piracy for years in Star Citizen and this is a thing that keeps coming back. It's, oh, why'd you pirate us for? Because I wanted to. What'd you kill me for? Because I wanted to. It was for my entertainment. I'm playing this game for my entertainment. You know, like, I took a risk by attacking you. If you're not capable of fighting back, that is not on me. That's on you not being able to fight back. And the justification as well, this point about justification, I don't have to tell you why I did it. You know, the amount of players that we've pirated in the past where it's we're just showing up, brick their ship, oh, what are you doing this for? Why are you attacking me? You don't say anything to them. You just pick down the bulkheads, shoot them in the face, throw the bodies out, take the cargo, and just move on. You know, why are we doing it? Because that's what we want to do. That's what we bought this game for. We wanted to play Star Citizen as pirates. And it's for our entertainment. You know, if you don't find getting pirated entertaining, I think that's normal, that you don't want to get pirated. I think those who do want to get pirated are a little bit weird, but they normally put up a better fight, so I don't mind those weirdos. But not doing anything so that you don't get pirated is just dumb. If you don't want to get pirated but do nothing to stop it, you're just doing the dumbest thing that you can, and really you're just having a whinge when bad things happen to you in the game. You know, this proper report system that they're trying to talk about. You know, they want to report people for wrongfully killing them. You know, and then CIG comes in and goes, you've been bad, so we're giving you a vacation from the game. Dome with a hot take, being pirated. Proper pirate crew is fun, and knowing pirates are around makes cargo trading 10 times more engaging. Yeah. Piracy wasn't a thing in Star Citizen. The difference between moving large volumes of cargo versus just the box missions is literally just how you get the boxes onto your ship, which in 324 is almost going to be the same. At which point, if you want to do cargo hauling, you could just move, you know, do the box missions and you'd be doing the same thing. But this is one of the problems, and honestly, I think this is actually one of the reasons why CIG doesn't have an in-game reporting system. They could still go to customer support and put a ticket in and all that. But if there was an in-game reporting system, this person would have got straight onto it. They've come to Spectrum. Clearly they don't know about contacting customer support yet about it, or maybe they did and they just didn't mention it here. I don't know. But they've come to Spectrum to give feedback about being wrongfully killed by another player because they didn't present a threat and they didn't have anything on them that the other player would consider valuable. We don't know that, for starters. The scans only tell us so much. But if you go to a place Rappel, you could be looting armor there. And the armor is actually very valuable on the Star Citizen player markets. You'd be going there for that. And if you're going there for that, and you've just gone through and cleared out all the bloody AI and you've grabbed all their armor, it's all on your ship and you're about to fly out with it. If we scan you, we're not going to see that shit. But we'll still take you down because you might have that stuff. Or we're bored and we just wanted to blow up your ship. Don't want to get blown up, don't fly around by yourself, play with other people. If you see another player there and you're suspicious of them, I've had other players reach out to me. I've seen other players, you know, They've seen me, I've seen them, and they've just flown the other way and just got the fuck out of Dodge. Like, we've got examples of games where there's safe zones there that actually make the game less engaging. But then, like, it also comes down to attitude. You need a good attitude about these sorts of games as well to be able to push further into it and get past that safe zone bullshit. Some players will just live there forever. And that's okay, I guess, if that's how they want to play. Let them fill their boots on that one. This mentality here, I'm glad CIG doesn't really emulate this. This other point here. Another possibility would be that you could be hunted by other players with a bounty from crime stat 1 onwards. This here would cause such a fucking uproar in this community. So many people cried about, oh, I accidentally shot a security guard and now they're gonna fucking gun me down and, you know, I'm not a bad guy. It was a mistake. I couldn't tell the difference between the security wearing white from the fucking Nine Tails who are dressed like fucking crayons with bright blue and red armor. What? And the funniest part is CIG's had to add more to the Nine Tails armor. They changed the styling, gave them purple and white, and made sure that the fucking Nine Tails have glowy shit all over them, make it even easier to pick them out. They're still fucking it up. Honestly, I think the crime stat system needs an overhaul, but that's just me. And it also seems CIG's leaning on it still too much, instead of relying on reputation to, you know, help with determining lifelong criminals from those who just made a mistake. But hey, the game's still being built, right? And I think that's what this annoyed Petricus kind of forgets, is that this game is still being built and that they will have their, you know, nearly safe zone that they will be able to fly around in and look at the ground on their ship and tractor beam things onto them, and they won't get attacked by other players because the area that they'll be doing this all in will be full of players who are too scared to attack each other because they don't want to deal with the reprisals. I just saw Warhead's comment, your ships will always be worth scraping. Especially with how much RMC is now. Oh, we got Soriel's comment here. When someone kills you, they do not have to pause to explain their motivations. Not understanding their motivations is not the same as for no reason. You might have been in a small ship, but there are still several reasons to kill you, including your presence putting off potential traders, their real prey from coming into the area, you potentially being another pirate who they thought may be looking to land and steal ships on foot, ships they want to hit. Perhaps he was a scout for his buddies, trading who were on their way in and thought you were a suspicious pirate and removed you to be safe. You being an escort or a scout for a trader, lest as this would alert the trader you were scouting for, but some pirates are new. If you were not the antagonist, you could and should have given them a crime stat, which would have been immediately a level 3 for Murdka, placing a bounty on them. Perhaps they already turned off the comm array to prevent this, which is another glaring red flag to not go to a piracy hotspot completely unprepared. What you're proposing is a way to report a player for intended gameplay that you simply weren't ready for. You can learn from this and the game gets better for everyone, or you can demand everyone plays your way and enforces artificial restrictions, detriment to everyone. Please learn from this. There is a huge community that will help you as long as you stop assuming the worst about people. So much this, Virgil. You know nothing about what happened is reportable, right? Oh, I love these ones. Mate, a high percentage of players are sociopaths/psychopaths. The only purpose in this game is to ruin it for others. This includes pad ramming, landed ship destruction to cause inconvenience, camping on known points to shoot unsuspecting players, exploiting to give you a crime stat then killing you, exploiting to avoid crime stats, hunting other ships, destroying mission objectives to deny others, destroying JT boxes, killing or ramming transport ships in Xenothreat, camping mission objectives to deny others. There is no profit or benefit to them for doing these things except for the enjoyment they get from ruining the game mission day of others. Then we got Dome. Hey Dome. Sarcasm, right? Right? It's not sarcasm. This is actually one of the reasons why I wanted to cover this one, was this response from CIG, where a mod has decided to take it and move it to feedback. So this was posted in general. And here's the problem with this response. What the other player described in the OP is 100% gameplay that is intended. We've been told this by COG plenty of times. The community managers say this. It is bullshit that they are responding this way. They say, hello, if you wish to report player misconduct, then the current appropriate channel would be to submit a ticket via the channels here. However, as this is not something that can be addressed via Spectrum and thus player reports should not be discussed on the platform. Now Virgil responds here, I'm pretty disappointed in this response. Void, you know that none of this is reportable, and the fact that you're not being transparent with him is a reason that these types of threads and discussions require constant locking. 100% that. This is fucked. This is part of the reason why Spectrum is the way that it is because the mods of Spectrum are going, oh, this person's upset about something. Have a read through it, and instead of going, yeah, this is feedback, but we don't need to tell them about reporting player misconduct. Because you know what this person's going to do? They will do that. They will send the report in. They'll be like, oh, I can report this player for, you know, attacking me unprovoked. And then they're going to put the report in. Customer service is going to get it. They're going to read over it. They're going to look at the game files. If they even think of doing that. Because, you know, reading the entire, what the OP wrote in this Spectrum post, they'll probably go, yeah, fuck. No, this was just intended gameplay. And then they're going to have to respond. This is completely unnecessary steps for this player. This person should have been just told, hey, nobody has to justify why they killed you in this game. This game is supposed to be dangerous. You got to learn to deal with threats. And Virgil's 100% right here. CIG need to be more transparent with these types of discussions where players make these posts and say, hey, sorry that you didn't have the best experience that you were looking for. However, what happened or what you've described isn't actually something that you could report another player for. That is all natural gameplay. Is Void Kobold CIG the son of Void Dude and Cobalt Heart? Holy fuck. Kobold, get your fucking kid in line. I think that's pretty much it. This post itself didn't get much traction, which I'm kind of glad that it didn't. I don't know if it got picked up and just got moved across, but yeah, the main reason why I actually wanted to react to this was the CIG response. Like, I get it, they're a bloody moderator for Spectrum, but they also could have gone to one of the community managers and said, hey, can you respond to this guy? Because what they're asking for is the ability to report somebody that I believe is for gameplay. Can you check this out? And if it turns out that this is legit gameplay based on the accounts that this person's given, can you give them the words that they need to hear so that they can better prepare themselves for future gameplay? Tutorial has given probably the best bit of advice that you can get in this. They've explained how this game is played and what you're going to have to deal with. You know, Warhead dropping knowledge bombs about bloody ships being worth scraping. But this response here doesn't help. Doesn't help at all. It's not going to help that player improve their experience. It's just going to tell them, hey, you know, oh, you're upset about something, want to have a Suki Lala to customer support? Here's the fucking link. And then you got these screen lickers here. Fucking AR Jaeger. I'm talking about calling players sociopaths, psychopaths, anti-PvP militant Care Bears. Armchair psychologist. We all are. We all are. Watermelon. Hello, by the way. But yeah, I can guarantee you this guy probably believes that turning off the comrays is an exploit. Just bullshit. And CIG's response doesn't make it any better. Alright, I don't think there's much more that I can say on that.